We are not makers of history. We are made by history. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life devoid of breadth. We must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. Shallow understanding from people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. A lie cannot live. The past is prophetic in that it asserts loudly that wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love. It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. A man should do his job so well that the living, the dead, and the unborn could do it no better. Everything that we see is a shadow cast by that which we do not see. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmation of peace. A riot is the language of the unheard. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Nothing in all the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. 10,000 fools proclaim themselves into obscurity, while one wise man forgets himself into immortality. When you are right, you cannot be too radical. When you are wrong, you cannot be too conservative. That old law about an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. The time is always right to do right thing. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Almost always the creative, dedicated minority has made the world better. I am not interested in power for power's sake, but I am interested in power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. We'll remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience.